Hey guys, good evening. We'll wait for another 2 3 minutes, let everyone join in, and then we'll start. Hey guys, good evening. Am I audible? Is my screen visible? Just type in the chat box and let me know if I am clear. Just type in clear if my audio and screen both are clear. Okay, thank you. Good evening, guys, and welcome to today's session. It's great to have you guys here. So let's begin the session without much delay. I guess that would do the best. It's already 8:04. Nice. So today the topic of the session is how to do effective research as a beginner. So research is a difficult thing to do, I agree. And when you have a complete new topic, it is even more difficult. So how many of you guys will agree to me for this? How many of you have faced difficulties while you have to do research? Great. Yeah. I've muted you guys for now. I'll just keep the presentation short. I'll explain you a little about it and then we'll discuss and I'll answer all the queries you have related to research. Will that do? Because if I unmute you guys, there'll be a little bit of disturbance and distractions here and there. So after sharing the presentation with you guys, I will unmute you and I will clear all the questions you have in the Q&A session. Great to have you guys here. So, in today's session, we will be discussing a few things. First, importance of research, steps to do research on any topic, even if you don't know anything about the topic. I'll be showing you a live example. I'll take the topic from the audience here and I will show you how to do research and then I'll be answering your Q&A session. So, are we ready to start? Reply in the chat box. Okay, sure. There's a lot of enthusiasm here. I like it. So let's get started. So research is very important because uh, research tells you the exact thing how your content is going to be. Your entire content is on the research you do. If your research is not good, if you have done research and you from unknown sources or unauthorized sources which do not have the exact information, then the entire content you write will be based on it, and because of it the quality of the entire content goes down. So research is very important. As a beginner, you would always feel that content writing is more important. It's and it just starts when you just start writing the content. It is not that way. It is actually when you start means the actual process of content writing starts with doing research. Yeah, when you do the research is when you know the content, and then you can write even effective content. So what should you research on? So there are three topics you should do the research on, and those are topic, the keywords, and the target audience. The topic is very important because that is what your content is all about. Then comes keywords. Keywords because those are the words which are going to rank you on the Google, and the audience. And audience is important because they are the people whom you're writing for. You don't write content for yourself to read, you write it for the audience to read. So these three are the basic things you got to do a proper research on. So if you're a content writer, you don't have to research much about keywords and target audience because your client is going to provide you information on it. Target audience, obviously you're writing for some client, and the client will, you have to always ask your client. Many times the client will tell you that these are whom you're writing for, and if they don't, the first question you should ask them is whom are we writing the content for, because that will give you a clarity. So target audience and keywords doesn't come into main picture unless you're starting something of your own, because your client is going to provide the information. So today I will be focusing my session on how to research on a topic. And if you guys want sessions on keywords and target audience, do let me know. I will schedule it for some other week. Okay? So let's get started. So there are a few steps you should make sure when you're doing the research. And those steps, I'll tell 5 steps. This is all you have to do. First, you have to brainstorm, look over Google, simplify, rearrange, and draft. If they are confusing you, I'll explain them one by one. Suppose a person gives you a topic to write down. First thing you do is brainstorm. Do not go to Google, do not cite. Suppose someone gave me that, Janvi, write a content on mental health. So what should I do? My first step should not be going to Google and searching mental health and seeing what is there, because Google has lot of information. It has so much information that it will confuse you. So first, now you can either take a pen and paper, or you can write it on the type it on the screen, whichever you feel comfortable with. Write down all the points that comes to your brain use for mental health. It can be anything. You can just write about anything. You can write about symptoms, just headings. You don't have to write the entire content. You can write about stress, anxiety, depression, this, that, everything that comes to your brain when you hear about the topic. Type it down and then go to Google. Once you type it down, then see which are the things are relevant about. If you're specific about something, first see the relevancy and then go to Google. Then search according to what you've brainstormed, search according to them. And then if you feel any of the topic is big, then simplify it. After simplifying it, you have to rearrange the topic. What comes first, what comes next, and then you have to draft them into an outline based on which you're going to write. So I know it will be sounding a very confusing, but don't worry, when I show you the example, you'll understand it better. So who in the audience here would like to give me a topic to research on? Put it in the chat box and I'll take up a topic and we'll do a research together today. So you'll get an idea how to exactly do a research. Digital media. Okay, so let's get started. I'll be brainstorming over online website. There's this website called MindMeister. So are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see MindMeister here? No? Okay, wait, I'll share it once again. So now are you guys able to see MindMeister? Is the mind map visible? Guys, let me know in the chat box. Okay, so this is what we call a mind map. I usually prefer making mind maps because they simplify everything that is going on in my brain. So I prefer mind maps, and there's this online free tool available on the Google. It's known as mindmeister.com, and it's very simple to use. So that is why I prefer this, and it's a free tool. So as a beginner, you can use this. So the topic today is digital media. Okay, so guys, what comes to your brain when you hear about digital media? When I hear about digital media, I'll take in the inputs from you guys and I'll put in my ideas. So what are the different digital media? Social media. Then, apart from social media, which are the digital mediums available? Yes, e-newspaper. Then, anything that comes to your mind when you hear about digital media, type it out. Social media, e-newspaper. Think, brainstorm. Brainstorm means you have to put a bit of efforts on your brain and think out. Yeah, YouTube is a digital media, not sometimes. It is always a digital media because that is where you watch videos, you consume information. You can even take in Google search results, actually, not exactly Google search. I'll better put it as websites, online games. Okay. Don't worry, are they relevant? Is it right or wrong? When you brainstorm, do not ever think it is right or wrong. Just do it. Yes, e-commerce, and then we'll figure out which are relevant and not relevant. I also online ads. Okay, basically everything. Yes. Okay, so these are what I got from brainstorming. And then what I'm going to do now here is I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to search digital media and let me see what Google gives me the answer. So it tells it's any form of media that uses electronic devices for distribution. So it can be anything: software, video games, videos, websites, social media. So we have covered all of it, if I'm not wrong. Yes? So now brainstorming session is done. We have looked into Google for more ideas. Then comes simplification. And here there is no simplification because they are just one line pointers. So you don't need to simplify. Suppose if you get more complex things, you need to simplify. Now these were the topics I got. Where is zoom out option? Just a minute, guys. There was a zoom out option here. Okay, here it is. Sorry. So that everything is visible now. Everything is visible on the same page. I don't need to scroll up and down. Okay, so all of this comes. So what I'll do, I'll put all of this on one side, and oh my god, I'm sorry for this. Then comes yeah, so all of the content is on the one side. Now this side, what I'll be writing is what I'm going to write. So in the introduction, I can write what is digital media. I can write about its applications. Put on your option. Put on what do you think? What more should I be adding in my content? I am going to write a 3,000 word content. So let me know. I will be writing about applications. Then what more should I write about digital media? I can write about its pros and cons. And then, yeah, is it value, importance? I can also write about the growth, how we are seeing it grow these days. Yes, we can write about how it has been growing, and we can also write about how it is impacting the life of people. What more can we write about digital media? So let's again go back to Google, right? Just a second. Yeah, so let's scroll a bit here. Yeah, competition, right? I'll add it when I go back to that screen. Now let's, so there we can just see, look. So what are the three types of digital media? What are the examples of digital media? How does digital media work? And now these are going to add ideas. Okay, so what more can I write about? I can write about how it works. And then I can write, yeah, competition is what I missed. Excuse me for some typos here. Okay, here I am. Huh. So this is how. Um, so everything you will get over here, you'll get a lot of information on Google. You can go through all of this website. See here, there's an option. How can it help my career? You can add it over there. Why should you care? So these will be the extra ideas which you're going to get on Google. So first thing, just take all the ideas. So here also you get at the question answer section. If you see digital media is a good career or not. Which are the devices? So when you just go through this one page, so how people can use it to earn, you get so many ideas. So first you have put down all the ideas you had, then you have put down all the ideas Google gave you. You can also go to auto suggest digital media jobs. You can write careers, you can write about career, you can write about courses, you can also write about how companies are how digital media companies are growing these days. So what did I get by this? Now, do you think with this information, which I've put down in the form of mind map, I can write a 3000 word article? What do you guys feel? Will I be able to write? Reply in the chat box. I'm waiting for your replies. Okay, maybe 2000. Okay. Yes, you will be getting the recording. So we have brainstormed all the ideas now, and I feel I can write a 3000 word article over here with this, and how is what I'm going to show you. Wait, I'm arranging all of this so that you can see it on one screen and I don't need to, scroll it again and again. Okay, so here it is. So now by seeing this mind map, what you can tell me, what is there on the left side of the mind map now? What use can I make of what are the points I've written on the left side of the mind map? What use do you think I can make of those points? Yes, subheadings, or you can also say different sections of the content I'm going to write. And about the right side, what are these? Examples. Yeah, examples, or I can also say different types of digital media which are there outside. So now when you have all of this ready, you have to see which relates what, and you can make it okay, wait. Let us start writing. If you're going to start writing content on this, or if you're going to start writing content on digital media, so what are you going to start with? First, headline. You have to think of a proper headline, and then comes the introduction part. So an outline of any content has these parts: heading, introduction, different sections, and conclusion. So in that, the headline will be of say 25 to 30 words, not 20, yeah, I'm sorry, 10 to 15 words, how many words you want. And then comes the introduction. You can keep the introduction depending on the entire length. Now if I'm writing a 3000 word article, then I will be writing an introduction which consists of 250 words. And suppose if I'm writing only 600 word article, I cannot write 250 word introduction there. I have to keep it to 50 to 75 words. Are you getting what I'm trying to tell over here? So in the introduction, I can write about 250 words. So don't worry about introduction in the beginning. I prefer to write the headline and introduction towards the end. After I have written the body and conclusion, then I go to introduction and heading. That is my way of writing. And if you feel that it is better if you will write introduction in the beginning, you can do that. It's how you write. I prefer writing introduction in the end. So then I'll start with different sections. So what will be my different sections? First, I can write about what is digital media. This will be the first thing I will be writing about, right? And then I'm be writing about how is the digital media growing. No, let me take importance first. So after what is digital media, say suppose upon on digital media I can write about say 100 200 words. That will be simple, writing 100 to 200 words on digital media. And then I'll be writing about the importance of digital media in present day, where the competition, where the internet is growing so much, its importance. And then I can write how it is growing. Then I can write about the competition. When I talk about growth, competition comes under it. So I can make it a sub point. I can make competition a sub point of growth. So they, because they work together with growth, competition also increases. Then after that, I'll be writing the impacts. How is it impacting these days? And after writing the impact, I can write about the pros and cons, that how people are using it these days, its positives and negatives. Then I can write about the applications, and under applications I can also add the types which I have written on the right hand side. And I can write about each of this digital media. I can give introduction, I can also write more about it, and then I'll be writing how it works in the end. So under application, I'll be putting all the different points I have mentioned here. Okay, is it are you understanding what I'm trying to tell over here? The formatting which I'm doing over here. Is it clear? Okay. Yes, good to know. So then I'll be writing how it works. So now let's take a guess of approximate how many words it is going to make. So let me say 250 words introduction I'll be writing, and digital media, about digital media, say I'll write 150 words, that will make 400 words. Then about the importance, I'm going to write another 250 words. So it will become 650. Then about growth and competition, let me say I'm going to write 300 words. So for 650, 950 words. Then comes how it's going to impact. Let's say another 250 words. So 950 plus 250, how much does this make? 1100. Then pros and cons. Pros and cons are going to elaborate a bit. So let's say 400 words, 200 for pros, 200 for cons. That is the minimum. You can always extend it. So that will become 1500 words. Then applications. And in applications, I'm going to mention about all of this. So I'll take an 800 word around guess. So 1500 and 800, 2300 words. How it works, let us say another 250 words. So it's going to make 2550 words. And then say 250 word conclusion. So 2550 and 250, how much does that make? It makes something around 2700 words. So by doing this, do you think you will be able to write 2700 word article easily without using much of your brain? What do you think? Let me know. I'm sorry guys, I just got disconnected. Let me just a minute, I'll be sharing my screen. I'm so sorry guys, there was a network issue. So I was asking that okay, so do you think you will be able to write 2700 word article without any difficulty? What do you guys think? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so you've put in the answers. Yes, great. So now when it is almost 2700 words, I think you guys can make it to 3000. It's not that difficult. When you brainstorm a little more, when you Google. Now comes the part of researching. This is it. If you do this, 80% of your work is done. This is going to complete 80% of your work. And then search one by one. Search what is digital media, write about it. Then search what is importance. Don't go all for it. When you write content, break it into sections and then write. So are you guys clear about what I'm telling? So the next only thing, the 20% thing that is left that you want to do is type in this in the Google, what is digital media, read 2 to 3 articles, write about it, 200 to 50 words. Then write about the importance. Then search one by one. Don't search it together. I'm telling you, don't try to search it together, you'll get confused. So now we have got the pointers. Search it one by one, write it down, and you are able to write 3,000-word article in, I guess, one day will be more than enough. With this, I can even write it in around 2 to 3 hours without any distraction. If I sit and write down, I know what I have to write. It's all simple and clear. You'll be able to meet your deadlines very nicely. Isn't it? Am I making sense? So let's, yes, images. Yeah, you have to add images. I'm not sure why did you mention images over here, Pooja. I'm a bit confused. I'll be unmuting you guys just a minute. So let's get back to the presentation now. And now do you think these 5 points are making sense? We did all of it. We first brainstormed, then we looked over Google, then we simplified it. We didn't have much to simplify in this because the topic was very simple. But if you find any complex point coming in, simplify it so that you make it easy. Then we rearranged what comes first, what comes next. And after rearranging, what is left is nothing but your outline. Okay. So I think this 5 points makes sense now. Okay, so now I will be taking up the questions and I'll be not be sharing my screen. I'll just unmute you guys just a minute. Yes, so you can ask me questions one by one. What are the questions you have? Anything you found it difficult during the session? Or how did you like? Okay, how to search keywords. See, keywords is a big topic. I'll have to conduct a different session for it altogether because you have a lot of things when it comes to keywords. Let me see, I'll schedule a session soon for it. Till then, you can go to Google and you can look for keyword planners. You have Google Keyword Planner, that is a free tool. You have Ahrefs Planner, you can go for Ubersuggest, and there you can do keyword search. Yes, Shreya. Are you guys in? I was not able to unmute yourself.
Hi Janvi.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I was saying that digital media is a known topic. We know that, but
Yeah.
what about the topic that we haven't heard about before? How to do a effective research on that?
Yeah, follow the same steps. If you know nothing about the topic, try to think. You somewhere if you're able to find a connect, and if you're not able to find any connect, then go to Google, go to YouTube. These are the two things I'll suggest. Go to YouTube, watch 2-3 videos over it, and you'll get a bit idea. And after you get the idea, then start brainstorming. What are the things? Suppose if I don't know anything, okay, give me a topic. I'll explain you better.
Yes, I mailed you about that.
Yeah, elephant pants.
I got it. Yes.
Yes. So elephant pants, when you hear about it, it's not a completely new topic. It's something. It's so in elephant pants, pants are similar. So you can, when you come to elephant pants, first you can write about pants. If I think the way I am thinking, I about pants, about the comfortness it has, and about the different sizes or different competitors available in the market, and why it has its sales increase. So after the lockdown, the sales of elephant pants has gone up. It's shortened up because everyone at home works from home. No one is going to wear jeans. Everyone are wearing comfortable clothes, so they will prefer it. So whatever you get. So these are the points that are coming into my head right now. I'll put it down. Then I'll go to Google and I'll search about elephant pants a little. And then what are the new topics from the Q&As, from the frequently asked questions, from the Google auto suggest. Write down all the points, even if they are relevant or irrelevant. Write them down. After writing them down, then you'll come to know, you'll have a better idea. See, now if you don't have any ideas, there's a problem. There's one difficulty, that is going from 0 to 1. Once you have reached 1, then you can go ahead. Nothing is going to stop you. So once if you get one idea, one point, that point will connect you to other points. Am I clear, or if you're still having confusion?
Yes, I have understand.
Yeah, so once you have all the points, then research on the points. Don't go for the whole keyword. Suppose elephant pants. Don't always search elephant pants. You have points. Now I have comfortness. So I can search about comfortness of elephant pants. Then I search about sales of elephant pants. So when I do that, I'll get even more ideas. So more you research, the more ideas you get. Put in points, and then form a proper framework, and then start writing the content. I hope your question is answered.
Okay.
If you have any more
Yes.
questions, if it's left confused, do let me know. I'll try to simplify as much as possible.
Hi Janvi, I have a question.
Yeah, do ask.
So, how to research or find about a blog post title?
Okay, so you're asking for headline analyzer. Okay. So, headlines, basically what you have to do is just type your keyword, whatever is the keyword, type it on Google. See the different headlines you're getting for it. And then think of it. I'll share my screen once. I'll show you something. Wait. Mm. There is something called as portent. Uh, Wait, potent keyword analyzer. I guess. Remember the exact name? Yeah, keyword research. Potent keyword research. Okay, not this. So it is potent.com. When you go to this content idea generation, there's this. Suppose here it is digital media is what we talked about today. So I'll be searching an idea for it. See. So you can just go for another title. It has so okay, some ideas over here are going to be very irrelevant and crazy and lame, but you can get an idea of the headlines you can go with. Then you can change the words here and there to make it a good headline. Is
Thanks a lot, yeah.
yeah mentioned not? Just make a note of it. Potent.com. I'll tell you here you'll find some crazy headlines. Don't go for it. Just it will give you an idea of how can you write headlines.
What are the editing tools you use, like apart from Grammarly, any other thing you use?
No, I majorly use Grammarly itself because now I've been writing content for a long time now. So it is like I don't have so many mistakes. Initially, I used to make a lot of mistakes. So with time, with practice, the number of mistakes have gone down. So I usually use only Grammarly because in
Initially,
urgency, yeah.
what you used to use?
I started only with Grammarly. I didn't use any other tool. There were some other, I don't even remember which tools I used. I just searched for spelling checkers and content checkers, and I found some websites, and I went to that websites. I tried some 10 to 15 websites, and out of that, I found only Grammarly to be proper, to be honest. So initially, yeah, I just searched on random and I did it. I don't remember the names also of those websites now. I'm sorry. But I majorly prefer Grammarly. So, any more questions? I hope I answered your doubt, Madhu.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Can you please suggest some free plagiarism checker tools? Okay, so for free tools, I would suggest. Wait just a minute. There is something called small SEO tools, small SEO plagiarism check. Okay. Yeah, so you have free online plagiarism check over here. That is small it is not very accurate. Let me tell you, free tools are not very accurate, but initially when you're starting out, you can use these tools. There is something called small SEO tools, and then I there's something called Dupli Checker also. Uh, Wait just a minute. Yeah, Dupli Checker is also a free plagiarism tool. So I'll suggest you one thing: when you use free plagiarism tools, always make sure that you don't depend on one website. Try to check plagiarism for the same content in 2 to 3 different free tools. When you do it, it may give you more accurate result. Yeah, Qtext is also a good free tool, but it doesn't allow you more. You have to get it paid. It allows to check plagiarism for only 1 or 2 articles, or only 500 word, up to 500 word. It doesn't check more. So Qtext is a very nice tool. It checks it very accurately, but it is paid. It only for 1 or 2 articles each day you can check it for around only 500 words. How much
Even
word?
Copyscape is
Yes, there are a lot of tools. Just check free plagiarism tools, and the same content, check it for different websites. Then you may get a bit accurate. Uh, uh, wait. Okay, how much word that a regular article contains? Uh, Depends. There are two types: then short form and long form. If it's long form, it is 2000 to 300 words, and if it's short form, people also keep it to 600 to 1000 words. So it based depends on the topic. If you're giving a review, some people give only ratings and a little short review, and some people give in-depth review of each and every character. How did they show? How did they present themselves? So a regular article may differ depending upon the industry you're writing in. 3 articles a month. I didn't get this, Pooja. For what have you mentioned this? Yes. Free site for tools. Yeah, you have Pexels, Pixabay, Pexels, 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 Pixabay, and you also have Unsplash. You have freepic.com. All of them have good pictures, good free pictures. You can get it from there. Okay, so 3 articles can be done in Qtext. Okay, thank you for that, Pooja. So, any more questions? Can we use Pinterest pics? Okay, so before using the pictures, you have to make sure is it commercially available or not. Does it have a copyright or not? Because pictures have copyright, and in Pinterest they do have copyright. You have to check before using those pictures. Check that do they have a copyright or not. I had a friend who had a problem. He just took some picture and he randomly put it in, and then Jetty Images, they put up a case telling that this is our picture and you've used it, you have violated the rules, and you had to pay some penalty. So always make sure the pictures you're using are copyright free, and that is why you should go for these free sites. Because on Google, when you search, you have thousands of images, and you'll not know whether it has a copyright or not. Yes, Jetty Images do charge a lot, and the penalty is even more than the cost of the pictures. That is why go for these free sites and take pictures from there when you are starting out. Like, or you have to check licenses of the picture and then use the picture if you're taking it directly from Pinterest or Google. When it comes to research, today's topic, I hope everyone is clear. I don't think you'll have difficulty doing research from here on. Okay, there is no reply in the text. Okay, yes, okay. It is my pleasure, Shivali. Thank you so much, Shreya. Thank you, Pranjali. It is great to have you guys over here. And today's session, you will be getting a recording, and within 2-3 days, I'll also be sending the article for the same session. And if you want me to conduct any more sessions, do reply to the mail I'll be sending, and I will take a session on it. I was trying to write an article for Indian state traditional dresses. I could not get any images of their traditional dresses. Okay, so what did you search for, Pooja? When you were searching for dresses, what did you search for? Yeah, I will be conducting more sessions, Shreya, definitely. Okay, don't search it as this. You'll get the answer when you search the right question. Now go to Google. I will show you. Wait. Go to Google. Search for traditional dresses. Okay, get the name of the traditional dresses. Suppose. Okay, we have this lehenga. You have. What are they? See, salwar kameez, sari, choli, lehenga. Try to find, say, pattu langa. So you can find out the names of those particular traditional dress and search for those names. You'll get the pictures. So you tried Bengali sari? You can go for ghagras. You can search for Jammu Kashmir attire. Try, if you're not getting for one, try different names. Go to Google, get the names and search for those names. I hope you might get, you'll have to search a bit. When you don't get answers to your questions, try changing the format of the question. You'll get the answer. Try doing that. Welcome. To content writing. Yes, for now I'll be conducting one session every month rather than every week because I need to figure out a little things. So next session I think I'll be conducting in first week of March, and after some 2-3 months I can make it regular. Then I'll make it twice a month, and after a few months I'll make it once a week, so that I get a bit idea of things. All of a sudden I cannot start it every week, but I'll surely make it every week after some time. For now, it's once a month for a few months. And I will tell you that if you want sessions from me, do reply to my mails or text me up on LinkedIn. Just text me telling that you want a session on this topic related to content writing. I'll make a note of it, and as soon as I can, I will do it. For now, I'll be conducting next in first week of March, and then I will be increasing the frequency gradually. I hope it's making sense. Okay, anyone over here who wants to come up and share your story and struggle when you started out as a content writer? Or how did your journey? What is that thing that got you into content writing? I would like to know. For me, it was stories. I used to read a lot of stories when I was young, fictional stories, fairy tales. All of those interested me so much that in school times I used to write fictional stories. I used to write fairy tales. So that is where I found my interest in content writing. Where did you guys find? If anyone wants to share, I'll be very happy. I'll get to know you guys. What got you into content writing? Okay, no one here, not an issue. That's okay. Maybe in the next sessions, I will be able to see. Okay, the same story, nice, same pinch. Okay, as a side hustle, nice. That's also a good thing to start with. But why only content writing did you choose as a side hustle? Why not something else? Okay, so no more questions. Then let's wind up the session. I will look forward for you in the next session, and I will be mailing you the recording and article in 2-3 days time. Recording I'll try to mail it by today. Okay. It was nice to have you guys here. I would like to have the feedback over mail because I cannot save chats over here. So please do mail me the feedback, and if you want something for me to improve or change my pattern over here, do let me know. I would be glad to have your reviews and feedback. So thank you guys for being such an amazing audience. I love interacting with you guys. So see you in another session or by over the mail or LinkedIn, anywhere. Thank you guys.